Hello everyone, myself Sivakrishna. In this video, I am going to explain using the dictionary variable how we can design both dispatcher and performer in RE framework. Let's take in a scenario. We have a list of account numbers and account holder names in the dictionary. So the account numbers would be the key and the account holder names would be the values. So let's move to the UiPath Studio. So in the dispatcher we will going to create dictionary variable and we will going to assign few of the values and keywords. First create an output argument. So here I am going to mention the direction out and the argument type would be dictionary. So here I am going to mention both key and value pair data types as string. Take one assign activity to declare the object for dictionary and assign few value and key pairs. So this is the expression to create object and assign few value and key pairs. So this is object created and I am going to mention key and value pairs. W1, W2 is the account number and the account holder name would be Uma. Another key value pair, account number 3344 and the name would be Pavan. Another key value pair, account number 8899 and the account holder name would be Nani. So this way we can create a dictionary object and we can and the way of assigning the key and value pairs. So dispatcher has been completed and move to the main and call the dispatcher workflow in the first run block. Here I am going to create one variable to store the dictionary variable. And change the scope of the variable to access an entire RE frame. The first step has been completed. The next step would be change the transaction item variable type. So the changing the variable type, it is depend upon the type that you wanted to extract details from the dictionary. If you want to extract key value, so the type of the key data type you should mention. So if you want to extract key, so we should mention string. If you want to extract a value from the dictionary, the type that you have declared in the object, we should mention that. But if you want to extract both key and value pairs, we should mention key value pair. So here I wanted to extract both key and value pairs. For that I am going to mention key value pair. So this is the key value pair. Here I am going to mention the key as a string and value as a string. And here we need to change the transaction number to 1 to 0. The second step has been completed. And go to transaction data and change the argument type from queue item to key value pair, and I am going to mention one in argument in transaction data. The argument type would be the dictionary. So disable the queue activities and take one assign activity take assign the key and value pairs to the transaction item. So here I am going to mention in transaction data. So here we can have a dictionary details and element at position of in transaction number. So this way we will get each key and value pair in the dictionary. So here I am going to disable this. This is not required for me. So and then I need to mention one if condition to check all the transactions has been completed or not. For that, in transaction data dot count greater than in transaction number. So if it is true, means we have data in the dictionary to process. If it is false, means all the transactions has been completed. So the get transaction data implementation has been completed, and go to main and change the arguments. Transaction item and then dictionary details. So this value should be same, but sometimes it will show like this. Just replace with the same value. This issue will be resolved. And in the exception as well. That's it. And go to process transaction and update the argument type to key value pair, and take to log message to display key value and value. So here I am going to mention key in transaction item. So here we can mention key value. Take another log message and mention the value. So the process transaction implementation has been completed, and go to set transaction status and update the arguments. Argument type to key value pair and disable the queue activities. Okay, set transaction status updation has been completed, and go to the process transaction and update the arguments. So here one thing we need to change. So in the trigger condition we should modify as per the data that we are extracting. So here I am going to mention dictionary details dot count greater than in transaction number. So if this condition true, means we have details to process, and if it is less than or equal to, means we don't have any details in the dictionary to process. So in case if you are extracting key or value, this expression will change. So here we need to mention in the new transaction, not string is null or empty transaction item. For the no data, you can say string is null or empty transaction item. So the changes has been completed, and let's run the process and see the output. So the process has been executed. So go to output panel and check the output results. So here dispatcher process start and the dispatcher process completed, and here is the key value and the value. Here is the key and the value, and here is the key and the value. So this way we can implement both the dispatcher and performer using the dictionary variable. So in the next video I am going to explain how we can implement both dispatcher and performer using the data table. Hope this video is informative. Thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day.